Campus Tour crew, welcome back everybody here on our journey to get a win with every single team in College Football 27 Road to the College Football Playoff Mode. Today, Boiler Up. We are using the Purdue Boilermakers courtesy of Rainbow in the Discord. If there's a team you guys want to see on the Campus Tour sooner rather than later, make sure to leave them down in a comment below. There'll be a pinned comment showing every team that's already been requested, kind of what our current schedule is. Then to the right of that, all the available teams that still need to be requested. So anybody you want to see, make sure to let me know about. And also special shout out to the two newest members here on the channel. The two newest members of the Campus Tour crew. Starts at just $5 a month. Is by far the best way to help support this channel and everything we've got going on here in College Football 27. So thank you to Dakari and to June. Thank you guys. Truly appreciate that. Appreciate all the members here on the channel. Truly a great help. Truly appreciated. So Purdue. Let's get into this team. They have got maybe the most fun individual player we've used yet. This running back for Purdue is preposterous. It's unbelievable how good this guy is. And I will say right now, this is another shorter gameplay. I do apologize for that, but you know, I record these during like my lunch break because I work from home. I'll take like an hour and record some campus tour stuff. And it's pretty limited, pretty tight time frame if we want to get this series over with before like February, which is roughly how long it took us last year. We got to kind of keep it moving a little bit. So again, I do apologize for the shorter gameplays we've had up here so far. It's just going to be part of the deal until, even when we get into the later seasons, sometimes you get some quick games in there. But especially early on when we're in the recruit, freshman, sophomore, all those kind of divisions. Wouldn't shock me if it happens a few more times. But anyway, Purdue. Let's focus on first the depth chart, because this is a very, I mean, tier 4. Tier 4 might be my favorite tier in the game this year. It's always been tier 3. In College Football 25 and in 26, I had the most fun using tier 3 teams. Tier 4 is looking real nice so far this year. We've used quite a few already. Purdue might be my favorite. You do have a decent enough quarterback here with Ryan Brown, 6'4", step up, 75 overall. That's all good. That's all fine. This guy right here, Jarek Gibson, the transfer from Texas, 83 overall. 93 speed, 93 agility, 95 acceleration, 92 change of direction. I recorded this actual gameplay yesterday. I'm not sure if anybody else on offense touches the ball other than this man. We saw it just from that very first time we gave him the ball. I was like, this guy moves different. And it's the Jarek Gibson show on offense here for Purdue. Guy is electric. My goodness. At wide receiver, we are going to have 91 speed. Asad Wasim with a silver jukebox, 84 overall, 5'11". A Townsend, 92 speed, 5'11". So you don't really have a ton of speed at wide receiver here with Purdue, but you have enough to get by. I feel like, you know, 88 to 89 up to 92. So some speed, not a ton at wide receiver. Like I said, it's really that running back should be your main focus if you're using Purdue. You will see in this game why I am saying that. I just did some crazy eyes there. At tight end, you've actually got a couple choices here. 6'5", silver 50-50, 84 speed, or 6'4", bronze 50-50, but 85 speed. We'll just keep the 84 speed in there. This is actually one of those teams. It's like, I wish we had Marshall's playbook to use this team with all the different 2 tight end sets, but Purdue doesn't really have a ton. It's much more of an air raid style offense that they have got. Going to be more spread out and those kind of things. We'll go over it here in just a second. Now, defensively, not going to be a ton here again. This is very similar to what we've seen with like every tier 4 team we've used so far, where the offense is solid enough and the defense is just kind of there. You know, you do get a really good linebacker here. He's definitely going to stay one of our sub linebackers. He looks interesting, but has that bronze knockout, 6'2". The player models are horrific in the game this year, I swear. Like in a dynasty, when you're going to like look at your player stats and everything, the things they're real bad, real bad. Anyway, back to focusing on Purdue. I believe that's the only linebacker that's going to play for us, but we will double check. At corner though, 6'4", 92 speed, Donovan Saunders. Yeah, we'll take some of that. Then 6 foot tall Ryan Turner on the other side. So 92, 91 speed on our outside corners, both with solid height. We like what we're seeing in the Purdue secondary here so far. Then up on Our free safety, it kind of threw me off for a second because his name is very close to my real name, but it's not, but it's close. 6'2", 71 overall, 90 speed, Justin Denson Jr. That's hilarious. Strong safety, John Slaughter, 6'2", 88 speed. So the secondary, at least we got some good height. We got some solid enough speed across the board. Just defensive lines kind of hurting us a little bit here. So our rush left end, CJ Madden, rush right end, Elo, rush D tackles. We do have one grip breaker on Rodney Laura. Sub linebacker, Jaden Mangham, this free safety, 90 speed. You know, he's 6'2", he's 195, he has bronze blow up, he's got instinct, all good things to help with the run, so we're okay having him as a sub linebacker. And then that Winston character is going to be our other one at slot corner, 6'1", Mr. Hines, 88 speed. So that is how we are setting up Purdue. Let's take a quick look at this Boilermaker offense. We do have a couple split formations here with a split slot offset. I do think there's some potential to these. But really, with Purdue, we are going to be spreading it out a little bit with their various spread formations. They've got, wow, how many even is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versions of spread in this Purdue offense. Like I said, a very air raid focused thing. And I did see this halfback pump draw. New play in the game for College Football 27. We had to try it out. I'll run one right now just to kind of show you what it looks like. But essentially, you know, you're trying to fake like you're throwing the RPO, and then it's just a draw up the middle to Gibson. So a little fake RPO, give it to Gibson. And look at you could even see it right there. As soon as we cut that to the right, he cuts so freaking fast. Oh, I love this halfbacks. I love this running back so gosh dang much. But yeah, we're mainly going to be sitting between the different spread formations. Let's see. So spread flex, I believe that is a tight end over on the right. Yes, it is. So your tight end is going to be in the slot on the right. Three wide receivers, one halfback. Gonna be a lot of quicker underneath type throws, like with that mesh post, mesh spot, regular mesh. There's gonna be, I mean, mesh is an air raid staple, and it's one for a reason. It's one of the best passing concepts in football. In virtual football, like we're playing here, real life, can't go too wrong with different meshes. A lot of crossing concepts here too, with the Y cross flood, cross the post, Y shallow cross. Just getting it to our playmakers quick and in space is going to be the general idea. Same thing with like a mid screen, again, more crosses, slants, just quick, get it out there, just pepper them, pop, pop, pop on the defense. Let your guys go out there and make a play with a 92 speed, the 91 speed. Throw it to your halfback if you want. Because like plays like this deep curl, that flat route your halfback is on, when you see him go like all the way and then kind of come back at the end, those are really good flat routes. They're actually going to accelerate, they're going to get there quick, and if they're in some sort of man coverage with a halfback like we've got here, he is probably going to beat him there. And I'm actually going to give one a shot here. We'll just throw him in like a cover one hole, and let's see how that running back actually is going to run this. We can see he gets out there quick, they kind of run into each other. You'd love if he actually caught it. That would be appreciated. But see, we can even wait. Oh, bad rack animation. But still, or bad rack animation, but still, he's fast enough with how he runs that route. You get space towards the sideline, you can just dump it down to your halfback, and you're looking pretty gosh dang good, because if they're running man coverage, the slot corner and the outside corner over on that side are going to be manned up on the wide receivers. That's going to be one of the guys over the middle, going to be manned up on your halfback. They're going to have a hard time keeping up with a 93 speed back running a route like that. So then outside of that, in this spread flex, still you have some different jet motion types of things. These tear motion plays, they seem like a pretty standard halfback motion. They seem pretty normal to me, but that tear Y cross, really like the looks of that. Speed option, maybe not with Purdue's actual quarterback, Ryan Brown. You know, he is a little bit on the slower side, 6'4", but if you're just using it as kind of a pitch, just a way to get your halfback to the outside, I can certainly see some merit in that. A nice little seams play here if you're going against somebody who's calling a ton of cover 3, just get those two seams going right up the side, then we're back to our meshes. Then we go spread Y flex weak. This is going to be the same personnel, just your halfback on the other side of your quarterback this time. More quick throws with the H stick, some more just basic runs. You're not going to get anything too fancy with the runs, but you don't need to with a halfback like Purdue's got. This guy's so good. Extra plays, different play actions, you know, again, attacking those seams, which can be really good against a lot of zone coverages. More motion coming across here. And you still can, I don't know if you can in this formation, but I know the auto motion, guys with auto motion, if you flip the play, you should be able to get those inverted hot routes here. It's kind of hard to do on practice mode with your running back, but I will try here. So if we flip this and then throw him on something, so that should be going to the right, now it's going to the left. It's just kind of weird things like that. I actually kind of wanted to see, so it's, oh, it is just a straight block and release. We can hit our tight end right in that spot though. So it was the block and release, but he is going to the opposite side. But it is, the halfbacks one is hard to do in practice mode. The wide receiver ones are a little bit easier. Maybe we could try, see if it's going to work on one of these, like motion verticals here. So if we flip this, do they actually change position? See, they don't, so we actually can't do it on this. It's better doing like a 3x1, like a bunch, even where they're actually going to be moving, because that's when you have to hot route them to get them flipped like that. We'll see if we have an opportunity to do that with one of the trips formations coming up here. Yeah, that is their spread Y flex. Then we get to their spread formation, and this is going to be 4 wide receivers. Your tight end is out of there. I mean, Purdue's got a pretty good tight end, so I'm fine going between the other spreads, the ones with the tight end, the ones without. We can call anything we want here. But this one in particular, I really like the looks of their gun spread. This motion RPO alert bubble. My only issue with this, I'll just put them in a random defense this time. My only issue with this is I wish they snapped this a little bit quicker, like when he's going in motion. Like let him just keep running the flats and then we can go with it. But we can see he's going to motion across. He's going to kind of sit there for a second and then we go to the RPO, which is still nice. We're getting the worst animations, which is still nice, especially if you're going against a defense that doesn't react to that motion. It's a good cheap way to kind of get those numbers over to that right side so you can throw that RPO and then you can work in some of those other plays if you wanted to. But again, more just quick hitting pass plays with the different crosses, 8 shallow cross, anything with a slot receiver and your running back making a mesh underneath. Really, really good. Defenses are really going to struggle against things like that. Quick in routes at levels Y sail. Love the looks of that play. Got the halfback going on that quick flat, and you can actually see the difference in the play art between smash digs and the levels Y sail. You can tell they're kind of two different flat routes. It's that one levels Y sail is the better one, especially against man coverage, but I love the looks of that levels Y sail play. Again, a lot of just quick Y stick, Z spot, Y cross. Just try to get it to your guys in space. Let your athletes go be athletes. Give them the ball. Let them make some plays. Of course, we're going to have some more mesh in here. 617. Any play that's just numbers like that, you know it's a good air raid play. Some more PA cross. Some more, you know, some different play action stuff with a different slide motion. I personally don't love the slide motion plays because I feel like your tight end gets caught on the offensive line a lot. So I do mostly avoid those. Then we go to spread halfback week. This again is going to have 4 wide receivers, just your halfback on the other side. Not as good in my opinion as their just regular gun spread. Just feel like we don't have as good of pass options in here. You do have the 8 shallow cross, the PA read, some different motion things, PA dagger maybe. But other than that, I think their gun spread one is the best. And then we go to doubles flex. So this is going to have wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, and your tight end has found his way back in the fold here. Different ways to utilize your halfback going out on these routes too. You have kind of that weird looking Texas route. You have them just going up on a seam streak with some slot fades. Good way to kind of clear out some defenses there. Open up some space to try to throw it to your superstar. Shallow screen. I feel like that's not a great play if you're going against somebody with a decent user, but against like the CPU or somebody with a bad user, maybe somebody using the defensive line or safety or something like that, you could definitely catch them off guard with that shallow screen. A zig halfback wheel. These spots, you know, we're getting back to those quick hitting pass options, the slot shallow, the motion mesh, all utilizing that same halfback motion. So just because he's going in motions, not giving away anything on your play. Of course, Y cross, I feel like we've seen that in just about every formation at this point. So that is all 5 variations of spread that Purdue's got. Now we get into their 4 versions of trips. I mean, we're not going to go through every single one of these, but I do want to point out you do have a halfback direct snap, and I think this one and tray open, I want to say there's 2, which was a very meta play last year, and I could see it being one again, especially with, I know I'm blowing this guy this whole intro, but especially with a halfback like the one we got here. As long as we're getting him the ball, we are doing something just fine, whether it's with a direct snap, whether it's with him going to the flats quick like we've seen on a few different plays, just a run up the middle. You can't go too wrong. So that's tray open, halfback strong. You got some tray open here. Some fine enough looking plays, nothing too crazy. Tray open offset, trips, then you get some empties in here too, an empty base, empty chips, empty quads halfback. So definitely a more spread out offensive playbook than what we have been used to, than what we've been seeing with a lot of teams. That's what's part of makes this game so gosh dang fun. That's what's part of making this challenge so fun, is that we're going through and using all these different styles of offense. And, just the other day when we used Illinois, get under center, get heavy, run that ball. Now with Purdue, we're going to have to get to spread out offense a little bit. We do still run the ball quite a bit. That's just because I'm in love with this halfback. Elsewhere in this playbook, you do get a few. You get two versions of pistol here: strong slot open, weak slot open, and you have some wildcat UF trips if you really want to get crazy. But if you're a big air raid guy, if you like to spread them out, if you like to pass that ball a little bit, this Purdue offensive playbook seems like it would be right up your alley, and there's still options to run the ball in here too. If you're coming out in all these spread out sets, the defense reacts accordingly. They give you numbers in the box that you can run it. It's kind of like a veer and shoot type concept. If you're coming out in a wide formation, two receivers on the right, spread, or one on the right, two on the right, I got there, two on the right, two on the left, spread out really far. If the defense reacts to that by spreading out as well and keeping just 5 in the box, that opens up a nice running lane for you. That should cover everything we got to cover here with Purdue, how we're going to set up the team, the look at their offensive playbook. We can take you to our fairly quick game here in West Lafayette. The Purdue Boilermakers taking on USF for the second time this season. And I don't know why everyone keeps picking UCF. Maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know. But let's take it to the game. Let's see who is coming to West Lafayette. Beautiful Indiana here today. We're ready to rock. Got the Boilermakers. Interesting looking playbook. I think the team looks pretty solid. Of course, we are a tier 4 here. Look at Purdue Pete, that freaky little bastard. God, I love Purdue Pete. Let's see who is coming here. Coming to town here. USF again. Okay, so no, we've played South Carolina twice, I think. Other than that, this is going to be the only team we've gone against twice so far. How did we do first time we played USF? I want to say we did pretty well, but I don't remember. That was just a day ago. Now, freshman, he does like to pass a little bit more than run. We are still at an even split. Oh, yeah, that was just a couple games ago. We were Marshall against UCF, and things went well, so hopefully we get much of the same here with Purdue. Boiler up. Let's go get them. And with Purdue, I think we are going to be running a lot of their different spread formations. I think a lot of them look really, really good. A lot of good stock pass plays. A lot of good options here with the air raid style offense of Purdue. Of course, we are going to start off with a run, though. He is coming out in nickel cub, it would appear. Let's see if we can get some blocking up front. Oh, our own offensive lineman pushed us right into the defender. Brother, what are we doing? He went to like go block him and just ended up pushing me right at him. Looked like we had some decent room. That quarterback or that running back felt pretty dang quick. I liked how he felt there. So we're not gonna be abandoning the run, but this is definitely more of a pass type offense. We have our halfback wide open. Just catch it and stay in bounds. Okay. Trying to get it back to our boy there, and not meant to be. So we're going to go a little inside cross here out of this spread flex. Spread Y flex or whatever it was called. Halfback wide open again. Just going to get it down to him. Oh, and now cut it up. And a little block there, brother. A little late. Oh, and a good stiff arm. This number 4. This running back for Purdue. I'm liking what we're seeing out of this young man. Now, I do want to find... I'm going to try it just to see how it works. This halfback pump draw. So it's like we're pretending we're throwing an RPO, but it's just going to be a draw and a run up the middle to Gibson. Let's see. Ooh, dude, this guy is shifty. Oh my gosh, look at how quick he is cutting out of there. I really like what we're seeing out of this halfback. Do we want to go maybe a little bit of trips here, like a scissors peaks? Yeah, let's try scissors here. 2nd and 6. I mean, he's really liking his cub. He's just leaving the halfback every play. See, how do they get those Superman dive tackles? That's a touchdown. That is 100% a touchdown if he doesn't make that tackle with that halfback. I don't know how they do it. I feel like every time I go for it, I just end up totally whiffing. But it is what it is. All right, I'm going to try the QB or halfback direct out of this formation. See how this looks. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I love this running back. I love this man, Gibson. Oh my goodness, look at the shiftiness, look at the cuts of that young man. Hitting the Cam Ward Selly again, I didn't even hit a button. I'm just holding on to it like this. I don't know how that keeps happening. But I love this running back. I love this running back. He's going to slot F wing. Oh, and we have just a cover 3 cloud. I know they are a multiple defense, so it's nice to have just a default cover 3 cloud. Why? We're in a cover 2 shell, man. We're in a cover 2 shell. Why in the world is it coming out like in a cover 3? But get those Texas stunts on the field, take away those inside runs, make him panic a little bit, hopefully at the very least. Going to Y off trips, I'm still going to be Texas stunting, but we're going to keep everything else just as a default cover 3 here. I'm going to start on Hines. Okay, this is not a QB RPO, or not a QB RPO. It goes the Texas stunt again. Not a tight end RPO once that halfback motioned out. The cloud does a good job for us there. Go to tight open. I think we'll just go back. I'm going to try an El Paso just to try to make sure we're keeping... Ooh, wait. I'm going to go El Paso right there. Going to go halfback. Get down, make a tackle. Oh, bring him down short. He was going to have that halfback wide open, and I think that was like red zone scissors or whatever they call it now. So we kind of just have to live with that, unfortunately. So let's do our cover 6, make sure that all looks good. Yes, indeed. Over here with Mangham. And, oh, he's got a pretty shifty little halfback there, too. Yeah, I don't love the stunts we do out of cover 6. That's kind of my problem with it right now, so I might go through and adjust those a little bit. It's really, I mean, I feel like I should be Texas 4-man stunting every play. 3 Texas, yes sir. I just feel like that is by far the best stunt in the entire game. The best stunt in the game, Texas 4-man. Unbelievable. We're going to keep that stunt. We're going to a cover 3 this time, though. I have to watch more of the middle of the field. That's where he tried to go last time. Go on Mr. Slaughter. Just jump right in front of that, you beautiful man, and cut it all the way outside. And it's just offensive lineman. I should have taken a sharper angle to the outside. I should have. That one I'll take responsibility for. But Slaughter jumps right in front of it. Purdue getting that ball back right away. Get that offense right back on the field. I do want to try this motion RPO alert bubble. I think this looks like it's got some potential, I think. He's been calling just so much zone. I like the looks of it. So it's going to be Watson going in motion over to the left here. And see. Yeah, we can throw that. Hold those blocks out there a little bit. The guy was getting off the block and coming inside, or going to the outside, so I tried to go back to the inside, but he did a good job with his user coming back and making sure we got brought down there, but I do like the looks of that RPO. Let's give the ball back to our guy Gibson here. I mean, why the heck wouldn't we? This guy's electric. We need somebody to get second level. Oh, no, doesn't matter. Can we cut it all the way outside and then cut it up? Gibson. Jarek Gibson. I gotta look up some information on this man because he is the love of my life. The connection to our peer has been lost. He had enough. He saw what Gibson was doing and just had to get his way on out of there. I am gonna look up on College Reference right now, Sports Reference, college football. Jarek Gibson was the halfback at Texas, then transferred to Purdue. Didn't really get much playing time at Texas, but I love this guy. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, it's going to be another short one here, but everybody just keeps quitting out. It was 10-0 win there with Sacramento State. It was about to be 14-0 there with Purdue, and the guy just gets on out of there. But like I've said before, you know, when I have time, I do like to do bonus games. But when we have 138 of these things to go through, it's hard to find the time. So we take our win with Purdue. They are done. They are off the board. And I found potentially my new favorite player in this entire game, Jarek Gibson. For a tier 4 to have a running back that can move like that, what a difference maker that is. Even outside of that, it's a solid enough depth chart with Purdue. The playbook's fun, a lot of air raid stuff if that's your thing. I do like the gun spread formations that they have in there. A lot of fun pass plays, a lot of good stuff, a lot to like with Purdue, but that's it. They're done. They're off the board. We are moving on. Our next team we're going to have up, let me pull it up here, is going to be the North Carolina Tar Heels, where they essentially have the Arkansas playbook from last year. I know they have a halfback with platinum armbar, so That could be some fun. With a lot of pistol sets, we could have a good time here with Arkansas. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Would highly recommend trying out Purdue. If you're looking for like a tier 4 team, somebody to mix some things up just for that halfback alone, you got to try the Boilermakers. But I will see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.